Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, I am going to talk about how you can get better at Fortnite in a couple easy steps. If you enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like. Without further interruption, let's get into the video. The first step on how to get better is focusing on your game plan, or in other words, how you are gonna play. Focusing on your game plan means you have to find a way to play, whether that is keying or playing passively. How you are going to play in the game you're currently in depends on three key fractions. The first one is you have to determine how many people are in your game. The second one is you have to see how fast people are getting eliminated. This means most of your lobby is bad, but there will be some good players. And the last one is your loot. If you have bad loot, you will be forced to play passive, so try to go for tags or third parties if you are scuffed. The second way to get better at Fortnite is going to be to VOD review. Basically, if you don't know what that means, is going into replay mode and reviewing yours, or a pro's games and reviewing what you or they did wrong and how to improve. The third way to get better is working on your mechanics. The best way I would recommend to improve your mechanics would be to play some creative, but not too much because you may become washed in actual games. What I would recommend in creative are edit and build maps. Also, I would recommend working on your piece control and how to piece people up. Another mistake I see a lot of controller players make is jumping into other players' boxes. You can notice how little to no pros jump into people's boxes unless they're low. The reason this is because they don't want to risk making unnecessary moves that leads to their elimination. So don't take unnecessary 50-50s. The fourth way to get better is to practice your aim. Some people wouldn't practice their aim because they think it's for bots, but in reality, a lot of pros aim train. You don't have to train in creative, but you see more progress with it. Aim training is a real good way to see improvements in your aim. Shotgun aim, SMG aim, AR aim, and so on. You don't have to AR train too much if you're a fragger, which will be our next topic. Squad roles are a great way on how to get better. The reason being is because you can focus on that certain role. For example, if you are an IGL or in-game leader, that means you will be the head of your team. The most intelligent player should be an IGL. An IGL will be tarping in Endgame and look for tags on players. In-game leaders also decide where to land and whether to take fights or not. Now let's get into the other squad role, a fragger. The fragger role should go to the best player in the party. Reason being is because fraggers will go for eliminations, while an IGL is tarping, and can tell the IGL whether to go for a kill if they are low or get a hit on them. Another way to get better is to master a drop spot. To master a drop spot, you will have to experiment with different drop spots, whether that is named locations or not. You also have to see if there is a decent amount of loot in that area.
Another way a lot of player can improve is by playing scrims. A lot of pro players play scrims clicks, Mongrel, Asian Jeff, Mero, Buga, and your favorite pro probably plays scrims too. The reason why is so they can experience stack games and games with Storm Surge.
If you want to support me, make sure to subscribe and use code tag LOST in the item shop.
The last and final tip I have to improve is how play defensively. To play defensively, you will first have to box up. After you box up, create multiple other boxes to give yourself space in case your opponent takes your wall. Also, you will have to place a cone in your box to avoid getting pieced. In case you get coned, you will have to edit the floor you're on to escape and repeat. Multiple boxes for space. Heal, then go on the attack or run. The last defense tip I have is for endgame. If you are in endgame, you will have to go up to height. If you have height and you have decent mats, you almost guaranteed win the game. And if you find yourself on low ground in a 1v1 against height, make sure to build floors above you so you can avoid getting sprayed.
That is all for today's video. I will be dropping some more videos on how to improve in the future, so click the notification bell to not miss out.